So very good morning to everyone. Namaste to all. As we begin another day with self-discipline, I hope that each one of you yesterday followed the instruction and started that little bit. I see smile on Pala's face. So that means like she definitely started. I don't know how many others started. Just thumbs up and say that you took that first move towards it. So taking the first one, like anywhere you feel that you want to bring a change in your nature. Many times self-discipline is being associated only with the physical aspect of the life, and which is like majority time, 90% people will say, I want self-discipline for my food, I want self-discipline for my exercise routine, I want self-discipline for my time and all. But self-discipline is something what we require for every aspect of your life, whether it is your work, whether it is your finances, whether it is your communication, your you want to bring that change in your own nature. So many times people know that they are very impulsive, they speak anything, and how you speak ruins your relationship completely. And in spite of realizing you are not disciplined enough to control or to speak in a particular language. And according to me, more than getting into a physical routine and implementing self-discipline, if each one implements that initially, and then it becomes a habit, and eventually every time they want to execute self-discipline, they are disciplined enough to know when to speak, when not to speak, how much to speak, how much not to speak, whom to speak, whom not to speak. And that I'm just bringing an association. We are not taking the communication week, but I'm just bringing that point across to you all that self-discipline is very much required to execute in that particular aspect in life. Once you have that aspect, probably everything else starts falling into place. Because a lot of your unwanted beliefs automatically gets removed. I have to first prioritize others. I have to look after others. I'm a good person only when I do things for others. So majority time people have complaint or problem that I am not being able to prioritize things for myself and I am being able to do it for others. And that happens because there's a need in you to please others. So one of the ways to understand and being mindful about it and changing it, other way is to be disciplined enough. How you communicate with them. What are you doing? So I would like to take somebody on the platform who would want to execute self-discipline in their own self, in their own nature. Like, all of us know that this part of me is good, this part of me needs change. I'm not saying that it is bad. And it requires change, not because probably your intent is bad or something, but how you communicate it to others is very hurtful to others. And like if you're hurtful to others, you cannot justify that by saying that, but my intent is always good. Do you like people to reciprocate the same behavior to you? If you don't, if you like that anytime you ask any question to someone or you speak and people just suddenly out of the blue shout at you and something of that sort happens, do you like it that way? If you don't, then you do not have any right to even do it with others. So as I said yesterday, we will in fact take somebody on the platform. How yesterday Pala had a question and she came. So anyone who want to say and execute self-discipline, I will take that person on the platform. If you guys don't have, I will start with Kavita. I'll unmute you. Kavita, I guess you can unmute yourself. And hi, Kavita. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me.
So, as you said, sometimes I do feel that I hurt others, and I really want to be very respectful, and I want that others should feel happy when I am there, rather than feeling, in any way hurt. It's very important.
No, tell me one thing. Where do you? Can you mute something? It is echoing.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Tell me, where do you want to execute self-discipline to bring that change into your life? Where do you require to change, which you already have identified? Where do you require to execute self-discipline to bring that change in your life? Give me that answer. And then we will clear the beliefs and the downloads and all.
What aspect of self-discipline you're saying I should have?
Which you believe, not what others believe.
Maybe
I don't want any, just excuse me. I don't want any answer when you tell me that others tell me you are like this, others tell me you are like that, others tell me, say for example, somebody says you are insensitive, you are this. As Richa explained last week, they all are labels. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where you have realized that this is one shift I want in my communication or in my self, how I speak, what I do.
Maybe there is a little bit of ego in my tone.
And where does this ego come from?
It is coming from my internal, probably, self-worth.
So you feel that you are superior to others? Or you question your self on self-worth?
Yeah, I think there is a defense mechanism here.
You question yourself.
Self-worth.
Where were you being first time being questioned for your self-worth?
When probably my father was, we are three sisters, and my father always kind of felt that I was not as good as the other two. And being a third girl child, probably, I was by my grandmother also not so much welcome.
Okay. What would be the ideal picture if you release things that you wish to release?
The ideal picture is that I'm having very soft energies, and I communicate with everyone with a lot of love and compassion, and as per what they feel, which will help them in a genuine way.
Why do you want to help everyone?
I think that is one of my purpose in life, maybe my sole purpose.
Who told you?
I have over the years kind of felt that realization that maybe my sole purpose is that to reach out to people and to be, to make the world a better place.
And what if you shift your intent to, rather than I want to help out people, to I want to share my own energy of joy with people?
Yes, I
Is
can
that
shift
okay?
that. Yes, I want to share my inner joy with people.
Because by that you are making this world a very helpless place to be.
Yeah.
Also, because I can attract only helpless people to help them out. But if when I am joyful, then automatically when I'm sharing that, people around me are also very joyful and happier. And if world is a happier and a joyful place to be, automatically things, right?
Beautiful. Yes.
Okay. So first that intent shift in you. So guys, we will work for releases wherever in your life you felt being rejected. So if Kavita felt being rejected as a kid when born, probably it can be a thought in the mother or father's mind of what if we have a girl child? What if, how will we take care of the third one? Or it can be anyone. The being threatened for your own existence. So these are the things, probably even if you are the first child, each one experiences it somewhere in the life. It can be your distant uncle, like anyone, your mosa, mosi, bua, your fufa, your chacha, chachi, anyone, your teacher, where probably they said, oh, you are stupid, you are lazy, you are this. And a sense of rejection sips in, and you are unable to be in alignment with your own energy. And the minute you are in defense, it comes more in aggression in your communication rather than the softness and from a sense of security. People who speak softly comes from a sense of security. They're very aligned. People who get aggressive comes completely from a sense of insecurity. They constantly feel being threatened and being attacked. And then, like, if you focus on others, why they spoke to me like that and I did, rather like if we centralize our energies with ourselves. So each one of us have somewhere a part of it. Do you agree with that point? All of you? Yeah. And because this is not something like yesterday's pala that, okay, like now start. Physical aspects are always easier to deal with than always the mental and the emotional aspect. It has, because emotional aspects always has multiple layers within. And that multiple layers need to be identified, acknowledged, and with the mindfulness, clear each one. Got it, everyone? Let's start clearing. We have 16 minutes. Although, knowingly and unknowingly, there are times I become rude to people and I speak to them, which comes out in the form of being very egoistic, or times where people feel I'm not even hearing them out before they have even finished the entire statement, probably. My mind already assumes what they want to see, and I answer them back based on my assumptions and not based on what they are actually communicating to me. And it comes out more in the form of aggression and ego based tone. And a part of my own energy disapproves it, and not that I like it. I'd like to bring that change in my tone. I would like to be a listener, but somewhere I'm unable to do that. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although I don't know what part of my childhood energy is still stuck and threatened and is feeling stagnant, feeling rejected, dejected, or being attacked. And from that time in my life, I'm questioning my own self worth. I'm questioning my own existence. And as I grew up, a part of me wanting to prove it to others, and a part of me still under the shadow of being threatened for my existence and my self worth, gets very impulsive and answers back to people in a very high tone, and sometimes to the level of being insensitive. And that makes me feel, just complete the sentence. How does that make you feel when you do that? I still choose to. Just complete the sentence. Say, for example, that makes me feel sad, that makes me feel helpless, that makes me feel frustrated, that makes me feel, what am I doing? Whatever comes into your mind. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Although knowing and understanding that self-discipline is the key, where whatever we execute every day, religiously, every time, consistently, with persistency, start showing changes. And that is what I would like to execute in my life, in my communication skills, rather than being impulsive, rather than being aggressive, rather than labeling my own self as ego based tone that I speak with, and disapproving and rejecting my own self for the same. Where others rejected me, or whether they rejected or not, I don't know, but I felt being rejected by others. And now I have reached to the point where I reject that part of me. Part of my energy is completely getting disintegrated, and that requires me to bring it back to integration. And only by executing discipline with the self, I can achieve my goals of being soft spoken, having soft tone, having completely in alignment and grounded, allowing others to speak completely and having patience to listen to them, hear them out, understand what they want to say, from what place they are coming from, and responding back based on what they have asked rather than what I have understood. And bridging the gap between me with others and bridging the gap between me who has approved myself and who believes in myself and who does not believe in myself. Bridging that gap and allowing myself to completely believe in myself, being assured of my way of communicating, my tone, being who I really wish to be. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Put the hands on your chest, 7 deep breath. Breathe in through the nostril, all the positive energy. Breathe out through the mouth, all the negative energy. Keep breathing in, keep breathing out. And allow yourself to send an intent to the universe to let all the other selves of you, may that be younger, may that be very small, like small children, a child, or some few of them, your younger self, it can be your self 2 hours back, it can be yourself yesterday, it can be yourself 20 years back, 40 years back, 60 years back. Your other self who is questioning their own self worth. So, anytime in life you question yourself for your own self worth, let all that images of yours and form of yours come in front of you. And without getting stuck to the brain candy, whatever is the number that comes into your mind, for example, number 27, the 27 times, or 5,600 times you've questioned yourself on self-worth, let that 5,600 you stand in front of you. Just send that intent to the universe and just imagine that multiple you standing in front of you with the clarity of whatever is the first number that comes into your mind. Now that that number has come and all that personality of yours, which questions self worth, questioning yourself for being worthy enough. As I command, creator of all that is, it is commanded to pull, cancel, and send to God's light. The belief from each one of questioning my own self worthiness and the belief that I have to prove myself or I am in danger. We send to the light of the creator of all that is to be transformed into the energy of unconditional love light and believing in this self and the worthiness for the self and to be replaced with the same, being resolved at the level of the past lives, which is the history level for each one. In the highest and best possible way for each one. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Since each one of you do not know how to clear your beliefs, just imagine some energy moving out from you and the new energy coming into you. Whoever has learned theta healing with us, do the clearing of the belief at all four levels. Imagine that going to the creator's light and imagine the new one coming into you now. Now imagine your angel guide coming to your rescue and bringing a bouquet of balloons for you and probably starts giving each balloon have to each one of you. For example, you visualize 27 images of your own self or 5,600 images of yourself or whatever the number which had come. That many balloons are there and each one goes through your angel guide to you in the form of a quality. This is a special balloon which can actually melt. So the first balloon that your personality receives is the balloon of feeling worthy enough. Imagine including yourself in your present and all the other personalities of yours, taking each balloon and putting that quality into your own heart chakra, feeling worthy enough. And you will see a spark and a color entering into you. The second one is of the self-love. Again, you will take that balloon close to the heart. The balloon will disappear, but like a spark or the color will enter into your body of the self-love. Third one is a soft communicator. Similar way, integrating that through your heart chakra, balloon will disappear as it touches your heart chakra and the quality will get integrated into you. The fourth one is self-confidence. That quality is getting integrated into you as you pick up that balloon. And as you take the last balloon, you are integrating the willingness to change for your betterment. And as you integrate this balloon into you, you actually see 2, 3 balloons coming out of your body, and that is the balloon of rigidity, stubbornness, moving out from the cell. And as the last one moves out, it is the balloon of procrastination. And you sense an energy of liberation, a sense of alignment. Visualize a shaft of golden light falling onto all different versions of yours, including the current one. And then turn by turn, each version gets integrated back into you, into the current you. And now in that room, there is only one personality, and that is you. Take 3 deep breaths and feeling the sense of completion, alignment within yourself. Attuned to your own self, invoking the divine self within you. Now that you are more from the sense of completion, feeling more complete, as very beautifully you let go of your point of vulnerability, feeling aligned, feeling really good about yourself. Visualize yourself communicating with someone else as you are so clear about your own thought process, as in you are very much in alignment with the divine perspective of yours, speaking and communicating softly, but yet with complete clarity. And there is such an edge to your voice that people just want to listen to you. And you feel so much in control of your own self. Without getting triggered by people, without feeling being attacked, just in complete alignment. With lots of gratitude towards the angel to give you this gift of beautiful qualities through the balloons. Feeling completely in alignment, confident, deciding and sending that intent to your own self and to the divine to execute this quality into your daily life, being disciplined enough with your own self. And just saying the affirmation, I'm in complete alignment with my own self. Saying thank you to the divine, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Taking 3 deep breaths and feeling really good about yourself. As and when you feel good, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. So thank you everyone for joining. I'll ask Kavita, how did she feel tomorrow as I'm executing the self-discipline of shutting it by 9:30. We are 1 minute late. Thank you so much for joining. Whoever wants to have a question tomorrow, first thing, whoever fastest finger, I'll take you. Have a wonderful day. Keep on executing self-discipline to bring change into your life. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. See you.
Thank you. It was beautiful, very powerful. Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Bye.